Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for April 2017. This month, I'm going to be doing things differently, a little bit differently for your readings. I'm going to be focusing more on the main energies and other messages that I get off the cards. Just want to mix it up this month. Also, definitely check out astrodark.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But having said that, let's get started. You start off with the Queen of Spades. Definitely a card of authority in becoming an authority and wanting to achieve authority status. It's been a long-term message for a couple of signs over the past couple months. Definitely something that has come up from time to time. And also, there's definitely this energy this month. There's definitely this energy of kind of people having a very strong inner drive, like wanting to push forward. We do have some things moving forward into Aries, so maybe that could be why. But it definitely makes you want to kind of push forward. Also a card of trying to break through limitations, like feeling you're limited in some way. It could be at work, could be in your love life. Maybe you feel like you're limited and you can only date a certain type of person, but you want to date somebody who maybe you think is out of your reach or whatever. So this is a card of overcoming those difficulties, overcoming these limitations that are coming up in your head that probably don't even exist. It's also kind of like a weird card. I mean, it's a card of like coming to realizations, but these realizations are like things where maybe you suddenly realize that you feel like, you ever have like anxiety and you feel like people are always looking at you and stuff like that, but maybe you come to the realization this month that you're like, that really doesn't exist. People really don't look at me like all that much. They really don't. But maybe in your head you think that people are staring at you for things that you do, or maybe you feel like at work, whenever the boss calls on you or something, maybe you feel like everybody's eyes are on you, but really maybe not. Maybe if you really paid attention, you'd be like, actually, wait a minute, they're all looking at their iPhones, not paying attention to the meeting in the first place. So again, these are the types of things that come up with this card. It could be because it can be a card of anxieties, having these thoughts. But the good news is that will, again, allow you to break through these obstacles, to break through these barriers that you think you have. They will allow you to move forward on a much deeper level. So it's a very supportive card in that sense. It's kind of like a weird card too, because again, it makes you, I think that when it comes up in the message I'm getting for you is also that I think that it makes you realize that like people actually don't care about you, and but in a good way. I don't want that to sound as horrible as it sounds, but just the people around you, they really are kind of like so off in their own little world. But I think that also this gives you like this element of empowerment, because you realize like, wait a minute, most people are like sleepwalking around life, and that kind of gives me more power because they're not paying attention. I can take advantage of that. So, again, I think there's like a certain level of this like empowerment coming in here as well. Also a card where it does say that this month you might be more focused kind of on like gifts that you were born with, like certain knowledge and ideas, and also experience. This card says that like if you're experiencing any difficulties or anything in life, to kind of pull on experiences, because that's where most of your solutions are going to come from, not from like anything new, not from anything that you have to learn or anything like that. Again, experience is going to be your friend this month with this card. Next, you have the Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts is a very good card. It represents the home on a certain level, so that I think that a lot of you could be focused on the home. Maybe even if you've moved away from home or something, you could be thinking about home. But it's also a card, I think that under some card reading systems, they call this card like a card of oneness. But it's a card of you wanting to be more unique, wanting to be more individual, and also realizing that you are going to be focusing more on yourself this month, but not in a selfish, negative way, in a positive way. Again, Queen of Spades, very similar. I mean, these cards kind of flow right together. But it is a card of realizing also how strong you are. It's kind of like an internal thing. Usually, aces can represent overcoming obstacles. You have two aces this month. So it can represent overcoming obstacles, but that kind of lights a light bulb off in your head, and you're like, wow, I'm way stronger than I thought I was, just by, overcoming something or taking some sort of risk. Amazing card for creativity and doing anything creative that you could possibly want to do. And I always tell people, creativity, that doesn't just mean like painting or anything like that. There are other creative things that you could do, having creative ideas, unique ideas as well. This month, any of your kind of like weird ideas, that you have, maybe even innovative ideas that come up at this time could be very important for you. It's a very ambitious card as well. Definitely an energy. I think I've been saying it to all signs. Definitely a very ambitious month. I think people are going to be really kind of driven to push forward this month, and also have kind of the desire to be successful. Almost every single sign I've read for so far has had a card that does represent some sort of desire to succeed, some sort of desire to get ahead. So definitely use that energy to the best of your ability. Also, this can be a card of it's a card of trial and error, card of trying things and then failing, but also kind of using that to get ahead. So don't be afraid to experiment this month. I feel like I've said this to you before. I feel like Cancer has had the Nine of Clubs or something in the past, and I've told you that that's a card of experimentation as well. It's a card of needing to try something and also failing, but using that to your kind of advantage as well. It is a card that does say if you're having difficulties with love, it's kind of cliche, but you do need to learn to love yourself first before you can get love with this card. It's a card of needing to, again, it's focused on the self, focus on you, needing to kind of get yourself in the right state of mind before you can allow somebody else in. Next, you have the Two of Spades, card of changing your mind. It's been coming up non-stop for 2017. You're all probably sick and tired of hearing me say it. So a lot of you could be changing your mind about things. That's all I'll say there. But on another level, it is a card of creating kind of harmony between two people. A lot of you could find yourself being like a mediator this month, mediating some sort of battle between two friends, or maybe some sort of thing like that. Or you could even be hooking two people up. Again, I think that there is an element of selfishness this month, but there is also an element of selflessness. I think that a lot of you, maybe it's because a lot of you realize, hey, you know what, if I help somebody else out, then I actually get something, from it. So it could seem selfish, even though, again, I think the word selfishness is overused, and also I think people look at it as an overly negative thing. But as I always say, we are here to focus on ourselves. We are here to make ourselves the best that we can be. Then we can help other people once we have, corrected all our own stuff, junk, basically. And then I think we can help other people. I mean, honestly, I think that if more people did that, focus on themselves, kind of minded their own business, then, the world would be a better place. We'd be able to help more people that way, really. But anyway, enough of that. This is also a card that represents kind of being very forward this month, which could be good for love. A lot of you who are maybe looking for love could be more forward, could be more aggressive towards talking to people and meeting people, in your life in a lot of ways. Also makes you a very strong leader this month. Again, queens, having a queen there, being very ambitious, wanting to be kind of a leader on a certain level, definitely kind of helps out with this card. And it's also, I would say, the last thing I would say about this card, it's a great card for looking forward into the future and kind of trying some of your weirder, more eccentric ideas. Came up for Aries, I think, or Taurus, somebody else as well. Different card, but very similar stuff. And finally, you have the Ace of Clubs, my favorite card in the deck. Represents abundance and always coming to you. New abilities of abundance and things like that. I think that, really, this is a card of, curiosity, being curious about new things and wanting to look into new ideas and learn new things, try new things, all sorts of stuff comes up with this card. It's a very interesting card. It is a card of learning and trying to gain new knowledge, and usually this abundance comes from knowledge. It comes from learning something new. That's where your abundance is going to come from with this card. I'd say also, I do think, now that I'm on this last card, I'm like, wait, a lot of these cards, like I said, you have these cards of selfishness, needing to take care of yourself this month. But I do think that there is an element of you wanting to be alone. I think all water signs are like this. I'm a Pisces, so I'm very much like this as well. There are times where I just want to be alone, and that's it. And it's nothing negative, or anything like that. But maybe this month you're gonna have to tell your friends, I just want to be alone. Your friends probably aren't gonna understand it because, right, most friends don't understand water signs in the first place. So they don't understand that you're perfectly happy being alone at certain times. And, I think this is a great card of being alone, allowing you to kind of get your thoughts together. It allows you to think about things and process things in the way that you need to do it. So definitely do that. Also, same thing with rest. Same type of water sign message with this card. If you feel like you need to sleep in, you feel like you need to, if you feel like you need to just take an extra break, then take that extra break this month. Take it easy. But again, I would say with 2 aces, very good for money, very good for new things coming in as well. And again, kind of like a new beginning, new start. So again, this month, April, could be very much a new beginning, new start for you in a lot of ways. It looks very exciting. So thank you for watching, and good luck this month.